My name is Bronwen Everill, and I teach history at King's College London. I'm originally from Collingswood, New Jersey, which is just over the river from here. And I've been living and working in London for about 9 years. From 1827 onward, largely in the 1830s and 40s, there was a large free produce movement in the US to do with abolishing slavery itself by cutting off the sources of demand, basically, for slave-produced goods. So the American Free Produce Association, founded in 1838, has papers here, and the Philadelphia Free Produce Association, started in 1827, has its constitution here. And so the papers talk about things like what their aims were, who they hoped to trade with, who they hoped to supply, whether it was individual subscribers or whether it was shops throughout North America, and really how they thought that they were going to go about replacing slavery with what they referred to as free produce. This printed circular was published by the American Free Produce Association and then sent out to potential subscribers in the movement, and especially to people within the Society of Friends who they believed might be able to be won over to the cause of free produce. And so the printed circular itself is sort of a standard form that explains the movement and explains how they are hoping to raise money for the movement and how they're hoping to distribute the free produce goods. And then in each circular, the corresponding secretary has written a little personal note to the person he's sending it to, and then when they receive it back with the subscribers' names, their donation, their numbers of stock shares, and the amount of dry goods or groceries that they want, they usually attach a letter explaining sort of what they think about the movement and how they think it's going to happen and go forward. They tend to be a little bit negative about how it's being organized, but subscribe anyway. They just provide sort of their own insight into how the business would actually work and how they would be able to be financially sustainable over the long term. There was a lot more about the business of free produce than I was expecting, because a lot of the focus so far has been on sort of the philanthropic side, on its role within the anti-slavery movement, and much less has been focused on sort of how the actual business of free produce worked, and that's what I'm interested in. And there was a lot more on that.